Darren was never the bad father. He wasn't abusive. He wasn't cruel. But he was absent. Sometimes physically. Mostly emotionally. A child looking out into the audience. He missed birthdays. Dance recitals. School awards. Not because he didn't love his daughter. But because the bottle always came first. Darren at a bar, checking his phone. Multiple missed calls from Maya. He told himself he was just stressed. That he'd be better next week. But next week never came. Until one night, something shifted. Darren enters his apartment late. His daughter asleep on the couch, clutching her costume. He opened the door and found Maya. Asleep on the couch in her tutu. Waiting for a father who never showed up. Darren sits beside her, overwhelmed. She didn't cry. She didn't scream. She just smiled in her sleep. And that broke him more than any shout ever could. Darren walking into a rehab center, awkward and ashamed. The next morning, he checked himself into rehab. Not because he wanted to be perfect. But because she deserved better than almost present. Darren struggling in therapy, journaling, pacing during group session. Recovery wasn't linear. There were relapses, doubts, tears, and guilt. But every time he wanted to give up. He remembered that little girl on the couch. Waiting. Months later. Darren holding flowers, walking nervously into a school auditorium. 6 months later, he walked into her recital, early. He sat in the front row. Smiled through tears. Held her tight after the show. Darren cooking breakfast, Maya laughing. It wasn't perfect. But it was honest. And little by little, she started to believe in him again. Just because you've made mistakes doesn't mean you are one. Trent Shelton. Darren didn't get a second chance by accident. He built it. With intention. With humility. With love. The lesson. You're going to mess up. You're going to fail people you care about. But that doesn't mean you're beyond repair. You don't heal by hiding. You heal by showing up, again and again. And sometimes the best apology is changed behavior. Tease never too late to become who you were always meant to be.